if you clicked on this video, you're probably wondering where and how to find jobs when you're a freelance model like I am. I am no expert by any means, but I definitely have some experience when it comes to freelance modeling and modeling in general. I personally have searched on YouTube for this and have found close to nothing. So I thought, why not be the one to talk about this? I figured I would share all my ways that I personally know of how to get jobs and where to find them. One of the first and kind of obvious ways is to get discovered. So basically what I mean by this is people reaching out to you or people finding you. So this means agencies, shops, stores, boutiques, people that just need models, photographers. It's a good way to get booked, but it can also be very difficult because there are some steps that you need to do first, which I can kind of go more into detail about these steps on how exactly to be a freelance model if you aren't sure. But getting discovered is actually the most prominent way for me personally to get jobs so far. As I move on to the next one that I have for you, which is to reach out, that's also another way that I get jobs. So basically, obviously reaching out means that you're reaching out to them, you're finding them, you're messaging them, you're commenting on their posts, whatever it is, you are reaching out and you're kind of doing that extra step to get booked or to get noticed, whatever it is you're trying to do. Don't be afraid to reach out to people. Don't be afraid to reach out to photographers if you really want to work with them. You never know if they're gonna have the same liking and respect for your work as well. So you never know if they're gonna wanna collaborate and do free shoots, or even if you could get paid because they like your content so much. Moving on to the next one I have for you, which is your presence. And you're gonna hear me say this word a lot throughout this little modeling series. Your presence is really important, and that doesn't just mean you in person, it means you online as well. So make sure you're posting your pictures is very important. Making sure you're showing off your work, showing off your skills, your talent, the looks you can do. You need to make sure to be kind of consistent on social media. Nowadays, that's really important to people. So honestly, if you're trying to get into freelance modeling, do not put up anything that you are not proud of or something that would maybe tamper with that. Next one is going to be have your rates. Some people that are doing freelance modeling will not have these, especially in the beginning stage, which again, I can talk about more in a separate video about experience levels and what to charge. I definitely want to go into more detail about that, but in this video, I'm just gonna kind of keep it brief. So if you're a beginner, you probably don't need to have this ready yet, but if you're more experienced, you probably want to have your rates prepared for what you want to ask for. That will probably help you to get jobs. Some of these things I'm saying aren't necessarily how, they're more of like how to help, you know, like I feel like they go together. I definitely think having rates and also building a portfolio, which is kind of the next one, but they kind of go together. But those are just kind of steps to help you. So you definitely want to have those on hand. That way when you do get offers or when you find jobs that you want to take, that you have these to present to them. Because even myself, there have been times where I've had to figure out what I'm going to charge real quick, and now I kind of have it more better planned out, so I can just kind of be like, okay, like here, have rates and build your portfolio, which if you don't know what that means, a lot of models will know this term, but building your portfolio is basically like doing a lot of shoots and building that portfolio. So basically just adding on to your shoots and having more pictures, lots of different styles. Definitely want to have some different styles in there, that way people can really see what you're capable of. So make sure to kind of just keep that in mind, but you definitely want to build your portfolio. That'll help you get jobs. The next thing I'm going to say is to make connections. So definitely this can happen through just people you know, or by going to events. Like I went to VidCon, you know, a few times and met different people and stuff. Just making connections in general, talking to other photographers, other models in your area locally, things like that. Talking to shops that are looking for models. Make connections. That's always important, especially in the entertainment industry, and it's kind of incredibly hard because not everybody's nice. So yeah, it can be difficult. Next thing is to advertise your modeling. This isn't necessarily like pay for advertisements or like full-on advertise your modeling, but what I mean by that is by like talking about it with people. making people aware that you are a model, that you're interested in modeling. And if you're a beginner, you know, make it known that you're kind of trying to start and you're looking for stuff to do and blah blah blah. You know, you definitely want to have that out there. Share your photos as well. Make sure you always share your pictures. That kind of goes along with things I've said before, but you have to show yourself off. Basically, you have to sell yourself, not that way, but in a way of like, you are your brand, you are selling what you can do as like a person and your skills and your talents. Make people aware, because then they're gonna be like, oh, I could use her, you know what I mean? So be confident. So being confident is important, and it can take a while to build up, you know, a good amount of confidence, but you definitely want to believe in yourself, and you definitely want to feel like you can find jobs and they're going to come to you and you're going to be successful in this. But you have to like be confident in yourself, be confident in your passion. You can't just go into this and we'll see, you know, have a little bit more confidence in yourself that you have skills that you want to share. And the last thing for this section is to be open, polite, and careful. So I say to be open, be creative, try different things, have different looks. Like I said, having different looks is really like a bonus to building your portfolio, because people can really see what you can do with different looks, and it's just cool to see. Of course, you want to be nice to professionals or even just, you know, other models, photographers. You don't want to have a bad rep, you know what I mean? And you should always be polite anyways. Hopefully they will do the same back. And then to be careful is because the modeling industry, especially freelancing, where you're often going alone, which if you're under 18, and even if you are over 18, I honestly recommend going with somebody, but this is especially for minors like myself. I have always brought along a boyfriend, friend, parent, a grandparent, whoever you can. Bring somebody along just to make sure that you are going to be safe, and because a lot of trafficking happens in the entertainment, especially the modeling industry. You know, people can trick you, and I've even gotten some sketchy offers before, and I've always declined them, which that's also kind of another video to go into. I know it can seem like it's unprofessional, but your safety is so much more important. Just be careful. I'm not trying to scare you. Nothing has happened to me so far, but I'm also very careful. So this next section is going to be where to find jobs. I'm going to keep this pretty short because I was actually going to make these into 2 different videos, but I thought I would just go ahead and put them together because they kind of go together. So the first option for finding jobs is obviously social media. Instagram is the best social media platform for modeling. Instagram is obviously more of a picture app, so obviously for sharing your pictures, Instagram is definitely the best, and I feel like it's the best way to grow for models. So definitely keep that in mind. Instagram should honestly be your main focus when coming to trying to get into freelance modeling. The next option is through your friends or family. Sometimes people know people, and sometimes people are searching for models. So you might get lucky and be able to find jobs through your friends or family, which would be really awesome. Also, if your friends and family are supportive of you, it would be really nice of them to actually kind of help you out on that, maybe share your photo. The next option is to go to local shops or stores and see if they're searching for models. I have never really personally done this because I'm a little bit more introverted than extroverted, so I can't just really pop into somewhere and be like,
hey, so I'm a model, are you guys looking for models? Yes, no, cool.
I can't really do that. I'm a little bit too anxious for that, but I wish I could. And if you are a person who's more extroverted, take advantage of that, because you might be able to even find opportunities quicker by being that way. If you ever get into conversation with maybe like a shop owner or an employee, maybe throw it out there, be like, you know, what's a good little asset for that, especially if you're more someone like me who's a little bit more introverted, is to have business cards. It'll help you a lot. I've used these at VidCon, and I've used these giving them out to people in public. I've used these for just quick exchanges. I feel like it's a good thing to have, especially when going to stores and stuff. If they say no, or if you just want to offer, you can hand them your business card and they'll be able to keep it and contact you if needed. I would love to make another video sharing about how I have gotten my jobs thus far and so much more information on modeling. If you are a freelance model, definitely leave any of your questions down below that I can answer in a future video, and definitely subscribe to my channel because this will not be the first time I'm going to be making freelance modeling videos. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked my advice. I hope you did. Comment down below questions, subscribe to join the Cam fam and become a butterfly. We'd love to have you, and always go after your dreams. That is the end of this video. Thank you for watching. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you in my next video. I don't know why I said it like that, but I did. Bye.